Have you ever been watching a TV show and at the end of the episode you think to yourself, let's put on another episode? Well, this is known as the Zeigarnik effect. Now, it is human nature to want to finish what you started, and that is why it's so addicting to just keep watching episode after episode. So, I have done an extensive amount of research to fully understand and comprehend this topic. It was very difficult, but I want to portray what I have learned to you guys the best as I can. So now, let's get started. So, because of the Zeigarnik effect, we are going to forget everything that we learned in college. Now, we're going to get into that, but first, we're going to talk about what is the Zeigarnik effect, why it can be a bad thing, and how do we overcome it. So now, what is the Zeigarnik effect? Now, there's many different ways people describe it as, and the best definition I found was on an article known as Smart Persuasion, and it says, the Zeigarnik effect is based on the idea that it is human nature to finish what we start, and if we don't finish something, we experience dissonance, resulting in an uncomfortable feeling. Not finishing something puts us in a state of tension that makes us pay more attention to the thing that we want to finish. So, in other words, we have little motivation to recall things that we finished, whereas we have a strong investment of interest in unfinished things. And that's what keeps them at the forefront of our minds. So, like an essay, if you have an essay due and you started today and it's due in a few days, and as the day goes by, it's unfinished. That's why it stays in the forefront of your mind. So that's how the whole Zeigarnik effect works. So now that you have a general understanding of what it is, I'm going to explain to you why it is a bad thing. So there's a lot of ways you can look at this, and there are many different points of views, but I found in a psychology website called The Good Therapy, it states, the Zeigarnik effect can play an important role in a person's mental health. Incomplete tasks, particularly those with negative consequences, often lead to frequent and stressful intrusive thoughts. These thoughts can reduce sleep, promote anxiety, and further deplete a person's mental and emotional resources, possibly even contributing to maladaptive behaviors. Now, this is a very scientific way of explaining it, and that's why I liked it, because I can provide a real life example for you guys. So, for example, say you're getting a lot of homework or you're getting a lot of tasks at your job, right? And you have a certain amount of time to complete them, and during the week as the days goes on, you're starting to get you started them, right? And as the days goes on, you're getting a little overwhelmed by the amount of work you actually have to do. So, and this, you're going to try to get caught up again. So now you're going to start studying longer hours. You're going to start working longer. This is going to result in less sleep, which is not good for anything. But, that is why, because, if you have all this work you're doing and it's just going to result in stress, anxiety, unconditional, behavior, and that's why it's a bad thing. So now that I've told you why it is a bad thing, I want to tell you how to overcome this. So the most relevant example of the Zeigarnik effect is procrastination. So to overcome this, we have to put the Zeigarnik effect to work. It's very simple. So I found an article called Very Well Mind, and it says, one way to overcome procrastination is to put the Zeigarnik effect to work. Start by taking the first step. No matter how small, once you've begun but not finished your work, you will find yourself thinking of the task until, at last, you finish it. So, again, for example, say I'm writing an essay and it's due in a week. I started today, and as the days goes on, I'm getting more and more confident, on the essay. So, I'm starting to get motivated on what I'm writing, and I just want to finish it. So, when you do finish it, you're going to be motivated and you're going to get a sense of accomplishment. And that is what's going to help you tackle all these other assignments, because you can do it just like you did with the essay, and this is just going to lead to self-growth. It's going to make you more confident. It's just going to make you grow as a person. So that's how you overcome it. And then that's what the benefit of it is. So now I want to wrap up by saying that we know what the Zeidner effect is, and that we know it's going to make us forget everything we learned in college, because not everything is going to be important that you learn. And, you can't take away everything. And it's not going to always be at the forefront of your mind. So, with that being said, we know what it is. We know why it is a bad thing. And we know how to overcome this. So, the next time you're watching your TV show and you think to yourself, hey, let's watch one more episode, and now you're going to know why. Thank you.